Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Tay. I'm an indie author. This is my first book, Venture Below. It is already out and available on Amazon. This is my second book, Venture Beyond, which comes out on January 18th. Today, we are going to be working on the third book in the Venture series. I almost said the name. The title reveal, as well as me building my Notion, making a playlist, and a Pinterest board, all goes live on January 22nd, so make sure to mark your calendars for that. I cannot wait to start being able to say the name of this book in videos. I have almost said it in every single video, but today we are gathered here because my friends Natalie Jane Shields and Cody the writer and I are hosting a 10K weekend where we will be live streaming 6 times. We're going to be live streaming once on Friday night, 3 times on Saturday, and 2 times on Sunday. Each of us are going to be streaming 2 times on our channels. I do already have a playlist with all 6 streams in it. If you want to go check it out, you can do this 10K weekend on your own or just binge watch all of the live streams. It is currently 3:45 and we are going to begin streaming at 6 o'clock. So I do have a little bit of time already prepped for the 10K weekend in my day in the life vlog that is already live. But am I really prepared mentally? No. In terms of goals for tonight specifically, I think I'm gonna try to write like 2 or 3 chapters. No way that's possible. We're only streaming once today. I don't think 3,000 words is possible today. I mean, who knows? Genuinely don't know how this weekend is gonna go because this is the first time I am drafting the third book in the Venture series, and I haven't done a first draft in about 4 years. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I already took the time to plot out the next 8 chapters that I'm going to be writing over this weekend. So I think I have a good foundation laid out for me. I have no idea how it's actually going to go. I know physically I am capable of writing 30,000 words in 4 days. So there's that. So it looks like we're going to meet up 30 minutes before the stream. So at 5:30 is when I need to be on StreamYard ready to go. That gives me a few hours, honestly, before then. And I think I'm just going to decompress because I have been doing a lot of things all day today. I will meet you back here at 5:30. Guys, just hopped off the first stream of the 10K weekend. I'm already exhausted. You guys, okay, listen, I have to be real. It is so much fun doing these live streams. Like, I have the best time hanging out with everybody and laughing. It's literally the highlight of my week when I get to do streams with people. But it is also very socially exhausting because I'm an introvert. Whenever I have to like engage with a lot of people for a long time, it just drains my battery, and that's just how I am. I'm very tired because of that aspect of it, but also just today in general. So it's just been adding up to the point where now I am just mentally at capacity. I still need to finish editing my video. That goes live for me tomorrow morning. For you, it's already live. I did not schedule this right. I did not plan this correctly. I was pushing it back and pushing it back. I screwed myself over, and I'm probably gonna have to edit for the next 2 hours. And then I have to wake up tomorrow and go to work for a few hours. And then I have to get ready to film. I think I'm gonna pop to the gas station and buy a Red Bull. At this point, that is where I am at. But again, I want to state that I have so much fun doing this, that it is a literal joy to spend time with my friends on the internet. 2 things can be true, and it can also be exhausting. So I need to find time tomorrow to meditate, to clear my head, to relax a little bit at some point in the day. We're gonna have 2 hours in between each of the streams. Hopefully I can find some time, like when I eat my lunch, to just like watch a YouTube video, meditate, stay off of my phone, and just close my eyes because I'm sick of looking at screens. I ended up writing 1,824 words during the stream. I think honestly a big problem for me is that it's very hard for me to just jump into the zone when we go into our sprints because my brain has to like completely shift gears from being social to then being productive. I honestly am finding myself struggling to nail the words that I want to during this time. Like, I feel like the words I have are not as solid as I want them to be. So I think over time I'll get better at it, like jumping back into the zone when we do our sprints and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just gonna have to compensate because I still do want to try to hit my 10K for the weekend. But yeah, what I plotted is just not coming to fruition like I thought it was. It's really not playing out how I imagined it in my head. So I need to rethink, especially the last chapter I just wrote. I'm not loving it. I think that might be something I do not in a stream, and I'm just gonna keep writing, but then I'll go back to that on my own and just try to fix it up because I'm really not liking it. But aside from that, that's all I have to update you on right now. I will see you bright and early tomorrow before we begin the second live stream of the weekend. Happy day 2 of the 10K weekend. I just got off work. I managed to get off like 30 minutes early so that I could get ready. So last night after I got done talking to you guys, I did edit my video and I stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning to get it up. So that was so fun. I'm exhausted right now. While I was working, I was thinking about everything I wrote last night and how much I hate it. Like I was telling you guys, I feel like it was really hard for me to get in the zone when I was writing this. I think I'm going to shift tactics for the first stream, potentially. I mean, I do have a little bit of time now. I think I'm going to try to do it now. What I want to do is try writing the first idea that I had for the opening. I talked about this in my day in the life video that just went up Saturday. I had 3 different openings for this book. This was the second one out of the 3, and now I want to try the first one I had thought of and just see if that is flowing better. It's a lot of conversations and just I'm not really loving the way that I'm delivering some information, and I want to try a different tactic for it. I think that's what I'm going to do right now, especially to get my brain working. So that's the game plan right now, and then I will let you guys know how it goes, if I'm just going to try to power through with what I wrote last night or if what I'm writing this morning works the best for this opening. Has begun. 10 seconds until we're live, so I got 600 words before this started though, so woo! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Hello everyone, I'm Taylor. I'm actually prepared and I picked up my books. Woo! We just finished the first stream. I am opening up my Scrivener because I need to calculate how much I wrote today. Yesterday I wrote 1,824. I have been writing so much, you guys. I don't know what is happening. This is our total. 2,500 words in one stream is kind of insane. So I'm gonna add that. That's 4,368 words total. That means I only have 5,600 words to write over the other 4 streams we're doing. That's actually insane, dude. What I will say though is this second chapter I did, I really don't like, and I don't know what I'm gonna keep or if I'm gonna keep it, but I like elements of it. I just don't know if it fits exactly where I wrote it. But again, this is a first draft, so I'm not going to be dwelling on it. I'm just gonna move on. But the other chapter, I'm obsessed. So I do have the next 2 chapters really planned out, and since I'm averaging like 2 chapters per stream, I think that's all I'm going to put the pressure on myself to think about right now. We have about an hour until the stream. It is going to be my first ever stream that I'm hosting on my channel. I'm very, very nervous. I have to do it on my phone because we have 0 internet here at this campground. So I have to do it on my phone. I can't hotspot it. It'll take up so much data. So that kind of puts a wrench in some things. Like I have to have either Natalie or Cody put up a timer because my phone won't let me screen share when I'm using it for StreamYard. So that's really cute and adorable, but I'm just really nervous about it and I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row. So I'm going to get there really early before the stream goes live at 3 to make sure everything is set up and good to go. Yeah, I need to eat. I am so hungry right now. I also need to take the DOG's OUT. And then once I get those 2 tasks done, I want to sit down and really think about what I want these 2 chapters to have, because I know what needs to happen, but I don't have like the scenes figured out in my head. So I want to make sure I see that. That's what a lot of the sprints I spent doing was just like imagining what was happening and like where they are and like what would happen next. And it was just, it hurt my brain a little bit. But once I got into the flow, I'm mainly really nervous about this stream and hosting it, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. It is 6 o'clock. The stream that I streamed ended, obviously, like an hour ago. It was interesting, to say the least. It was a wild ride. Basically, Cody, Natalie, and Alyssa were like, you know, if you could do that, you can do anything. So I feel pretty good about future streams. It was a lot of fun, but personally, I am hating everything that I'm writing, which is not ideal for a 10K weekend. Everything I plotted is not landing the way that I wanted it to at all. And that could be on my part because I'm just physically and mentally exhausted. So nothing is coming out the way I want it to. I'm trying to figure out if I should just power through what I already had come up with, or if I just try to start back over again. Like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do in this next stream. Part of me wants to just power through and get to the catalyst moment, because I think that's what's messing me up right now is I'm in the beginning, so we are hashing a lot of things out that just happened in the second book, and there's not a whole lot of action necessarily. There's just a lot of like conversating and introspection, which is like, it's just not working for me on a couple different levels. That's where I'm at right now. There was one plot point I had come up with like kind of last minute in what I'm writing, and I think I'm gonna get rid of it because it would just prolong the catalyst even longer, like another like 3 or 4 chapters, and I'm just not looking forward to writing it. I don't think it adds anything to the story, so I'm gonna cut that plot point out. Honestly, just get right into the nitty-gritty. I also totally didn't update you guys on word count for that stream, so let me do that really quick. So for my stream, I got 2,174 words. They were bad words. They're words nonetheless. Hello. It is Sunday, the last day of the 10K weekend. I won't lie to you guys, was really struggling last night and even this morning because, like I've been mentioning, just everything that I plotted, everything that I'm writing is not what I wanted it to be when I envisioned this book. To be honest, I'm really struggling with trusting myself and not editing everything that I'm writing. I feel like I slipped back into the mental place I was in those 4 years that I struggled to write Venture Beyond. I'm just really struggling. I can't figure out how to get back to that place I was in when I wrote those 30,000 words in 4 days. I really feel lost with the story. I really need to see what isn't working. And I think the biggest thing is that I am not gelling with the other characters, like their perspectives that I'm supposed to be writing in. It's just not clicking in my brain. Like I feel like every time I'm sitting down to switch perspectives, I'm writing in one specific character's head and like the way they would talk, the way they would react. Like I'm only writing through their lens. I'm just stuck in their head. Maybe right now the story needs to be told in their perspective. If I want to add in other perspectives, I can do that. That's the first time I've thought of that, actually. And for some reason, that feels really freeing. Hi, honey. You want to say hi to the camera? Everyone say hi, honey. Hi, Maple. Hi, Maple. You cannot come up here, too. Okay. All the girls. So yeah, maybe that's what I'm gonna do right now, is just write in the character's head that I'm in. Maybe that's what I'll do for this stream, is I'll just try to write the book from their perspective, I guess. Something about that makes me feel relieved, which is really interesting, because I was assuming I was going to write this book in multiple people's perspectives, kind of leaning more towards just doing it in one specific character's head. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to roll with that and just trust my intuition right now. And I think I'm going to write the catalyst, like leading up to the catalyst during this stream. And yeah, just see where we go. This is very interesting. I want to be like real and upfront with you guys, and like all morning I've been feeling super anxious and just in my head and feeling like a failure. And even though I've gotten a lot of words and I only need 2,500 to have hit 10,000 for the whole weekend, that's including like any brain dumping I did. I backtracked a lot, like I wrote 2 chapters and then like deleted them, and I did all sorts of stuff this weekend. I still got that much writing done.
Hello.
So yeah, I don't really know, but the gang is here.
Yeah. I just smacked myself in the face when I tried to wave.
No. It is now 4:37 and the final stream is going to begin at 5 o'clock. I'm about to hop on to StreamYard just to make sure everything is set up and ready to go. I'm less nervous than I was yesterday, but I'm still very nervous. Just there's something about hosting it and knowing like you have to coordinate and make sure things are flowing and we're not yapping like too excessively, and that we can jump into the sprints. And Cody did such a phenomenal job our last stream that I was like, wow, that's goals. This is what I'm going to try to do in the last stream, and I don't know how it's going to go. An update on my word count. So I ended up writing a total of 2,138 words in Cody's stream. I only have 417 words left until I've hit 10,000 words. As you remember, I figured out what was wrong, and it was that my head right now is with a certain character and I was not writing in their head. And so that's all I did in that stream, and clearly it worked. There's certain plot points that are about to happen that I'm not sure I can get away with writing in this character's perspective, but I'm going to see if I can work around it, at least for now, just because I know writing this character's perspective is working for me. And again, if I want to go back and add in other character POVs in like an edit or just see if it's necessary, then I will. But right now I'm rolling with it. Like it's working. I think the biggest thing I'm gonna have to like keep at the forefront of my mind is that after this challenge, I have to keep writing. Like this was the kickoff to drafting this book. I don't want to do what I did with Venture Beyond, where I would have these spurts and I would do these writing challenges and then I would just stop for like months on end. That's the big challenge, but it is officially 4:40, so I'm gonna hop on to StreamYard and get ready for the stream. That is the end of the 10K weekend. I can't believe it's over. It was just so much fun getting to hang out with fellow writers, talk about our processes, and be chaotic. So if you weren't there for the 10K weekend, I highly recommend watching back on those streams. They were chaotic, hilarious. We talk about basically everything under the sun, and it was just such a blast. Quickly going to go over the stats, so how much I wrote every single day. So day 1, I wrote 1,824 words. Day 2, I wrote 5,621. And day 3, I wrote 3,574, giving me a total of 11,019 words. So I went over my 10,000 word goal by 1,019 words. I was explaining this in the live stream, but I really feel like I condensed the 4-year process that Venture Beyond went through into this weekend. Because with Venture Beyond, I went through so many drafts, I went through so many different beginnings, different arcs that just weren't fitting. And that's really what I did this weekend, and I experimented with those 3 different openings to the book and different directions I wanted to go in. And I really feel like sticking with this certain character's perspective really, really helped. And that's the direction I'm just going to go with. And then if I feel like changing it in the future, I can edit it, but just trusting the process and going with my gut and knowing that this is, I think, the story and the character I need to be in is working for me. And I'm really excited to keep the momentum going from this because realistically, I know myself, after writing this much in such a short amount of time, I could go a good month or 2 just not touching this manuscript, which is not healthy and is not how I should be writing. I'm very excited that this Wednesday coming up for me, which is the day this video goes live, me and Natalie are live streaming on my channel. We're going to be doing some more writing sprints, and I have a couple other Authortuber friends that I'm going to be on their channels doing some writing sprints. Just having this community where we are pushing each other, write and work on our projects together is just so incredible. Like, I genuinely, it might take me another 4 years to write this 3rd book if not for this community. So I can't say enough how lucky I am to have these friends. It's just so incredible. Thank you so much for following this chaotic journey during the 10K weekend. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a like if you liked it. Don't forget to comment below. I want to shout out all of my members. I love you guys so, so much. You got to see this video before anybody else. If you want to be a member, click the link down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time that I post a new video or when I go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!